Lil Baby rushed to jail in tears after learning Lil Durk was nearly unalived in a brutal jail attack by NBA YoungBoy's crew. Lil Baby reportedly rushed to jail in tears after learning that his close friend and rap brother, Lil Durk, was nearly unalived following a savage attack allegedly orchestrated by men affiliated with NBA YoungBoy. The news hit hard, not just in the industry, but in the streets and fan circles worldwide. Lil Durk, found unconscious and critically injured after the altercation, was immediately rushed to the hospital while jail officials scrambled to maintain control. But what really hit fans deep was seeing Lil Baby so overwhelmed by the news that he stormed the jail grounds, heartbroken, determined to be there for his brother, and swearing to get him out of this nightmare once and for all. Please do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Let's get back into the video. Now, let's talk about what really went down. The incident itself is wrapped in layers of tension that have been building for years. The beef between camps has been no secret. Durk and YoungBoy have traded shots in the booth and on social media multiple times. But this wasn't just rap beef anymore. This was something more sinister. Something that had now crossed the line into blood and survival. According to inside sources, Durk was attacked in his jail cell by a group of inmates rumored to be affiliated with NBA YoungBoy's crew. Though details remain under wraps pending investigation, what we do know is that Durk was found unconscious, barely breathing, and was rushed to the medical wing under emergency protocol. The prison is now under lockdown, with riot squads patrolling hallways and top brass from the State Department stepping in. The prison spokesperson has refused to comment on gang affiliations or whether NBA YoungBoy's camp had any direct involvement, but the streets are already talking. Social media exploded the minute the rumors broke, with hashtags like #PrayForDurk and #FreeDurkNow flooding every platform. Durk's name trended on Twitter within minutes, and fans around the world sat on edge waiting for updates. But the real emotional storm came when Lil Baby was seen rushing into the jail facility, flanked by security and visibly emotional. Eyewitnesses say Baby was shaken to the core, crying and demanding answers from jail officials. According to one guard who spoke anonymously, he was more than upset. He was distraught. This wasn't about fame or cameras. You could tell this man was heartbroken. And that's when it hit. Lil Baby and Lil Durk aren't just collaborators. They're brothers in every sense of the word. They came up together, faced the same struggles, overcame the same demons, and supported each other in ways the world never even got to see. Their chemistry on joint albums like The Voice of the Heroes wasn't just for show. It was built on real-life loyalty, love, and pain. Sources close to Lil Baby say he didn't just come to see Durk. He came to make a promise that this wouldn't be the end, that Durk wouldn't be left to rot in a jail cell, that he would get him out no matter what. That promise is already making waves in the legal community, with some insiders suggesting that Baby has already hired a top-tier legal team to re-examine Durk's charges and fight for his immediate release on medical or security grounds. Durk's legal status has been murky for a while. Though previously charged in multiple high-profile cases, much of the evidence has been circumstantial or tainted by unreliable witnesses. His team has argued that Durk was unfairly targeted due to his celebrity status and street credibility. Now, with this near-death experience and the questions it raises about inmate safety, his lawyers may have more leverage than ever to petition for his release. Meanwhile, fans and celebs alike are showing support. Meek Mill posted a cryptic tweet reading, "No way they let it get that far. Durk too important to the culture. Praying." Drake, who's remained tight with both Baby and Durk over the years, posted an Instagram story with a black screen and a broken heart emoji. Even rappers outside Durk's immediate circle are rallying behind him, urging officials to act fast. But while Lil Baby is busy working behind the scenes, let's not forget what really shook him: the possibility of losing someone he sees as family. Baby reportedly spent hours at the facility, not only trying to see Durk, who was still hospitalized at the time, but also demanding that the jail be held accountable. According to reports, he met with jail higher-ups and even contacted Durk's legal team to be looped into all proceedings. This isn't about music. This is about saving a life. What's more chilling, though, is the speculation that this attack might not be an isolated incident. Some street insiders suggest that was a message, one that goes deeper than the rap beef, something personal, something rooted in betrayal, power, and fear. There are whispers that this might be the beginning of a much darker chapter in the long-running feud between OTF and YoungBoy's camp. If that's the case, we could be witnessing the start of a war far beyond the scope of music. But Lil Baby's reaction tells us something else, something bigger than street politics. It tells us that brotherhood, loyalty, and love still matter. That in a world driven by clout and chaos, some people still move with their heart. Seeing one of hip-hop's biggest stars break down and fight for someone else's freedom shows us the kind of man Lil Baby really is. He's not just a chart topper. He's a real one. And while Durk remains in medical care, his legal team has issued a statement confirming that he is awake, stable, and cooperating with authorities. Though they didn't comment on who is responsible for the attack. They did, however, confirm that his legal status is under review and that his team will be exploring all legal avenues to ensure his safety, justice, and rightful release. But while the paperwork gets shuffled behind closed doors, the streets are buzzing louder than ever. Fans are calling for justice, not just for what happened to Durk, but for what it represents, a larger failure in the system that allowed one of hip-hop's most influential voices to come this close to being silenced. Meanwhile, YoungBoy has remained silent. No statement, no tweets, no cryptic emojis, just silence. And sometimes silence says everything. Whether his camp was involved or not, the tension is now at a boiling point. The next move could determine the fate of not just careers, but lives. And Lil Baby, he's not waiting for things to cool down. Word is, he's already pouring millions into this legal battle, meeting with Durk's family, and even reaching out to political contacts for help. That's right, this man is moving like a general, not just an artist. Because when someone you love is almost taken from you, you don't wait around. You go to war. This story is still unfolding, and as more details come in, the picture will become clearer. But one thing is for certain, Lil Baby isn't backing down. Durk isn't going out without a fight, and the rap game may never be the same again. So stay locked in, because the real story behind this brutal jail attack, Lil Baby's emotional breakdown, and the movement to free Lil Durk is only just beginning. The world is watching, and the streets are talking.